How's it, guys? Welcome back to the stream. And in this episode today, I'm going to be going over why I think we might be at a potential bottom, but there may be more potential downside. And I'll be going over the whole crypto market, a couple of coins that I've been trading, and be going over some technical analysis on all of those, and as well as go over a few news events that have been happening this week, and just pretty much just go over the whole crypto markets. So if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please do so, and if you want to give it a like, that would be amazing. And yeah, this is the last stream of the year officially, so yeah, hopefully next year will be a better year in terms of the crypto market. But let's just get straight into it. So I'm going to go over some technical analysis first, and then I'll be jumping in between some news. So when looking at Bitcoin, yeah, at the moment we are bearish on the weekly. So looking at this weekly candle now, we had this green candle over here that last week, and we were hoping for some type of push up. We didn't get that, and if this candle is red, then we might see some downside potential and coming back to this 15,400 zone. And if price comes down to here, then we can see, further lows at 12,000. But we'll have to watch this level. If we get a big bounce off here and break above this high, then we'll be looking for more upside. So what the title is saying is basically, if we break this high right over here at around 21,000. So if we do this, break this high, then I'm looking at, we might be officially bottomed around about this level. But in 2023, we still might have more downside pressure, because inflation is not going anywhere. They're still going to be raising the rates and pretty much everything, and it doesn't just go away like that. So it will take some time. We might do some type of consolidation for a while before we show some type of movement. Maybe something similar to what's happening here. Couple weeks like this in a box, and then a big movement to the upside or a big movement to the downside, and the levels would be 12,000 level, and 21,000 if it goes the other way. So yeah, Bitcoin at the moment looking bearish. We had this massive weekly green wick, a red wick to the upside, and that obviously pushed price down and trapped all the buyers over here, and all the sellers are actually getting more momentum in, right? So yeah, at the moment bearish on crypto, and that's Bitcoin on the weekly. But I'll be jumping into a smaller time frame, and where I think we might be going within a couple of days. So yeah, we were on the weekly, now looking at the 4-hour chart. So these are my levels that I've got out on the chart, right? So we have our major resistance at the top, at around about this area. You can see that price has come up to the zone and rejected off the zone, came up and rejected. So that area is at 18,300, 18,400, and on the 14th of December we actually came up, and then we bounced down. So this zone obviously needs to get broken in order for us to turn semi-bullish on a smaller time frame. But at the moment, it's not looking that way, because currently we actually broke this 1-hour support. And this 1-hour support is actually at around about 16,573. We broke this. We are forming new lows, but currently what I want to see happen here, in order for me to go short, I want price to break this low over here. So if price breaks this low at this level, you can see that there's a lot of reaction at the zone. Over here, a lot of bounces happening here. So you can see we did touch this zone, we got a bounce. So we might get a bounce off this zone, because what has happened in the past, price comes down, we get a bounce, right? So we might get a bounce back up to this 6,900 zone. But if not, if we get a candle to close below the zone, then I'll be looking at sells back down to the major support at 15,600. So that's Bitcoin, what I'll be looking at. And yeah, at the moment it's looking very bearish, I'm not gonna lie. And But when looking at the RSI, let me just go back there. The RSI, yeah, we are in the semi downtrend where the RSI is losing momentum to the upside. But in order for us to, go short here, we have to wait for some type of closure below here, wait for a retest, and then look for shorts back down to the major support. So that's what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. And yeah, nothing really else happening here. There isn't much news today. We just have Chicago PMI at 4:45 p.m. SA time. So if the actual is greater than the forecast, then it's good for the currency. So then obviously we want the actual to be, in order for us to be bullish for today, the actual must be smaller than the forecast. So 4:45 would be some type of news event that we wouldn't be wanting trading at that time. So then looking at next week is a very big week for crypto, right? So on Monday we have a bank holiday, so not much happening there. Tuesday we have a bit of USD news on Tuesday. Wednesday, big news. We have manufacturing PMI and then job openings. And then we also have FOMC meetings. So next week is huge for crypto. Also, we have on Thursday more news, non-farm employment change, and then obviously non-farm payrolls on Friday, the 6th of Jan. So you can see next week is a big week. A lot of news coming out, so that would give us a very, very good way of direction where we might be going into 2023. So next week will be very big. We just need to keep an eye on these. Obviously, when you're trading, you kind of just want to watch what's happening when the news comes out and then trade after the news. It just doesn't make sense for you to trade during the news, as you get a lot of wicks, right? You get a lot of indecisiveness, and you can get stopped out easily. So yeah, so that's pretty much Bitcoin. I want to go over a few other coins. There's a few coins that are currently at very, very significant levels, and I'll be going over those in just a second. So I just want to speak about what this year has actually been. So we've had, looking over here on Cointelegraph, they posted this morning. This stocks and US stocks and bonds have had the worst year since 1932, right? So if you're looking at this cluster chart here, we have the total nominal return on US stocks and bonds for each year, and you can see that since 1932, 2022 is down here. You can see this has been the worst year in history of US stocks and bonds. So you can see that it's just shows you that this year has been terrible for not just the crypto, but also US stocks and the stocks as a whole. So it's just very interesting to see this, and a lot of people are saying that crypto is not a good investment because it's gone down so much this year. Inflation is taking a toll. But I mean, if you're looking at all these stocks that have gone down also like 50%, it's the same thing. It's just how bad this year has been in terms of we've had a war, we've had COVID, we've had inflation hikes, interest rates hikes. It's just been a very, very terrible year. So obviously next year we can expect maybe some type of recovery year, but I do think that when looking at Bitcoin on the weekly chart here, on the daily charts, you can see that we're at this level, this crucial level, and if we break this trend line and the 15,400, we will definitely be coming down to around 12,000. So we just need to watch that. So 2023, I do think that we might be building up around about these levels. There might be a lot of consolidation in the first quarter and second quarter of 2023. But remember, in March next year, 2024, we have the Bitcoin halving, and that just gives us, it basically changes the amount of supply of Bitcoin there is, and then also the rewards for miners is reduced by 50%. So need to watch out for that in March. But that obviously, there was that graph I showed in the last live. tends to you get a nice rally after halving. So this would be our third halving, and yeah, we'll need to make sure March next in 2024 only that's going to happen. So what I expect before then, we might get some type of, we'll reach our bottom. I do think this year we'll reach our bottom, and obviously there will be a huge rally. So I'll be looking out for that. And obviously on this channel, we do this twice a week. So I mean, you guys will be the first to know about that. Yeah, so that's Bitcoin. And I want to speak about, I'm going to go over a lot of other coins, but Solana has just been popping up a lot. And I'm sure you guys have heard about it, what's been happening. So Solana, it says Solana joins the ranks of FTT Luna with SOL price down 97% from its peak. And yeah, I mean, this is obviously due to, I'll show you guys a graph now, but it's due to FTX and Alameda Research, the investment firm.